Coming up in this video.
Is my back here?
Deadbolt your front door, set your alarms, and get ready, because these 30 scary videos are leaving viewers feeling unsafe. Number 30, forest sighting. Captured at Salt Fork State Park, this footage by YouTuber Squatchmaster is said to show what they describe as the elusive white creature of Salt Fork. Watch carefully. Do you see the face between the trees? The creature is watching him. It then slowly turns away from him. After a while, he loses it.
Holy crap. What am I looking at?
He'd better hope this thing is not behind him, because I'm sure that whatever the monster is, it does not seem friendly. Number 29, the Watcher. Uh-oh, someone's watching you. Shared by YouTube channel Los Mejores Top 10 and originally posted on TikTok by Aces B. This video is currently trending in the Spanish-speaking YouTube community.
The warmer toned ones, and then look at that. Like, what the heck? And then this is the window where I normally see the figure or like the person. Like, what is that?
The TikToker says that she normally sees a figure studying in one of the windows, but nothing in this window. And now it's watching her.
So there it is. Not creepy at all, right?
Do you think this is an actual person? Or could it simply be an object that appears personified from this distance? Whatever it is, it looks too much like someone watching. And if I lived here, I wouldn't be able to sleep tonight. Number 28, Diablo's Asylum. Paranormal teams often visit abandoned asylums, as many were historically harmful to their patients, leaving a multitude of lost souls behind. This is YouTube team Twin Paranormal's first asylum, and considering what occurs during their investigation, it may be the last. As they begin their search of the Edinburgh Manor, they start hearing noises.
Is that you over there?
What if we went in there? They got mad because I was right here. I stepped down.
Do they dare? As they're talking about defying the spirits, Wyatt hears a voice.
I don't want to get scratched. Did you hear that? No. I am not even bull***ing you. It was super echoey, so it was far away. But I swear to Christ, I heard somebody say, "Don't do it."
They ask the spirits for more noise, and they comply.
Somebody was making a lot of noise back here. Can you please do it again? If you don't mind. We'd love to hear you.
Not funny.
No, what?
After asking where the spirits are, they receive several messages in a row.
Is the Joker? What happened?
Guys,
Are you me?
it just said forewarned. What?
Did you hear that?
Yes.
Get out now!
No way, bro.
Later, they throw a ball into the darkness, and this happens.
What the Are you seeing that white? Whoa!
The demon then reveals itself once more.
Dude, if we don't do it, we're gonna hate ourselves.
What the? Knock on it? What does that mean? What was that?
That was super loud.
I have no doubt that this is Diablo's asylum, and I think whatever lurks here is pure evil. Number 27, trapped with a ghost. The residents of this haunted home have called in YouTube channel Paranormal Nightmare TV series to investigate. The team tries to get some answers from the spirits that are haunting the place.
They say they see you back here. You crawl in bed with Wendy. Have you been with Wendy her entire life?
Hear that scratching?
I keep hearing knocking.
And shortly after, they get the scare of their lives.
Somebody back here? What? Oh, yeah! Holy shit! There's a fucking face! Oh, my.
After seeing a face, the team gets a positive response from the spirits.
If you are, knock on that door. The
A whisper is heard from the darkness.
Come out of the bathroom. Come out of the bathroom.
And not long after, it shows itself again.
Oh! 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 Oh!
Then they capture a shadow moving down the hallway.
Oh, gosh, that alarm should be going off.
No, we're pretty far away from it.
It went off time.
Set. Oh, you see a shadow?
Yeah.
Shadow. I hope you were filming down there.
In my opinion, these residents were right to entrust a paranormal team to investigate their home. Now, with the confirmation that entities exist here, it's time to cleanse this place. Number 26, bridegroom appears. This bride and bridegroom don't want you crashing their wedding. YouTuber Thiago Ferracao and his partner Ties are kicked out of the house by the unexpected. As they first approach the house, this is what they see.
E a casa tá pra cá, ó. Ai, que isso? Isso. Tá vendo aquilo ali? Gente, que é isso? Vocês estão vendo? Que é isso, véi?
The figure seems to disappear. They get closer to the abandoned place, and inside, they hear something.
Ah, vamos entrar cá, vamos tomar cuidado. Tem negócio esquisito ali, esse aí dentro. Ó, foi você falar, cara. Olha ali, você viu? Você viu? Ai, meu Deus do céu.
As they look for Cecilia, the bride, Ties feels like they're being confronted.
Ai, meu Deus. Ué, sai.
Thaís!
Ai, Thiago do céu.
Thaís!
Ai, meu Deus, Thiago.
Thaís!
Ai, meu Deus do céu.
Thaís!
Sai
Thaís!
daí, Wellington.
The bride clearly doesn't want them here, and in that case, I believe this paranormal crew are wedding crashers. Number 25, abandoned hospital. This night in an abandoned hospital is just the medicine you need to reignite your nightmares. Dima visits, and as he climbs in, he hears a voice and a disturbance. More noise resounds as he makes his way through the building. Down a hallway, he hears this, which sounds animal to me. Someone or something is clearly here, though it doesn't reveal itself. In an open locker, he finds this pile of fresh ribs.
Твою мать! Это чё такое вообще?
That would have me calling it a night, but instead of leaving ASAP, he continues, and he discovers he's not alone.
Здесь кто-нибудь есть? Если здесь кто-нибудь есть, дайте знак.
Although he simply runs into other urban explorers, I would be too petrified to go one step further. Number 24, creepy child ghost. What would you do if you were trapped? YouTuber Franco of Franco TV faces this fear alongside a child ghost. In this church, he starts to hear something moving, but what I'm hearing is screaming.
I'm hearing something. Sounds like something moving.
The sound is terrifying, and Franco believes it's a Wendigo.
Whatever I'm hearing could be the sounds of Wendigos. And if you don't know what a Wendigo is, it's kind of like a skinwalker that changes sounds. I remember the last time I was here, I heard a cat.
He wonders what has happened here since his last visit.
What exactly took place here? Can you tell me?
That was 100% laughter, and to me, it sounded like a little girl's. As he looks up into the rafters, he sees something move.
I don't know what. I just heard a bang.
Noises are happening all around him.
I just heard another sound. Outside.
At this point, I think it's clear that this place is beyond saving, but whether it's haunted by Wendigos or a child ghost, or both, is anyone's guess. Number 23, on the road. Need a roadblock? Here's one now. YouTuber T10 Paranormal shares this re-upload on YouTube Shorts of a mysterious creature on the road at night. The creature hops out onto the road as though to block them. It seems to be bound tight, sort of like a mummy. They get a closer look. I think it could also be a Pakong, the Javanese ghost that's trapped in its burial shroud. If only we could get a closer look at its face. This creature's behavior is alarming. Instead of taking steps to identify it, I'd be taking steps to get away from it. Number 22, Millionaire Mansion. This haunted millionaire mansion has been abandoned for over 30 years, and YouTuber Adam Mark Explores is here to explore it. First thing he unearths is footsteps.
Absolutely beautiful. Come.
He continues through the mansion and hears more unexplained noise.
We'll just explore the place for what it is. And investigate. I just heard a voice.
He doesn't see anyone though. To me, that looks like someone peeking from behind whatever that dark thing is at the end of the hall. or that could just be my imagination. Later, he speaks to the spirits using the necrophonic app, and he's simultaneously told to leave and to help.
Yes. Is there a reason you don't want to touch any of the devices? Do they scare you? Do you not like the devices? Do you not like me being here?
Then, using Ghost Tube, he captures a child spirit standing in the corner.
We're picking something up. That bottle, obviously. But there seems to be a child there. Over in the hallway area. Wow. Sat down. Arms folded.
Is this child ghost on a timeout? That's what I think is happening here. And in his eternal afterlife, he may never get out of it. Number 21. Infamous Road. Michigan's creepiest legend draws YouTube team Afterlife Road Productions to the dubbed Blood Road. According to locals, remnants of satanic rituals have been found along the road, allegedly leading to increased paranormal activity. The team quickly starts to feel unwell along the road.
Wait, you want to just stop and talk? Ryan, what do you feel?
What?
He's throwing up.
They hear sounds in the woods around them.
That's like a bird, right?
Using a spirit box, they ask if there's anyone present.
Is there anything here with us?
Just answer this one question and then we'll leave right away. He answered me.
It said something, alright, now we go.
They respect their promise to the spirit and leave, and that's probably for the best after deciphering this message. To me, this means the spirits, good or evil, are nearer than they think. Number 20. Unknown phenomenon. This unknown phenomenon was captured by Redditor SEPTICOP, and they're asking the Reddit community to help figure it out. The Redditor says the Ring camera was set up to monitor the dogs, but this is what it captured. Redditors, of course, have their theories. Although some in the comments say it looks like smoke, others point out that smoke rises while this seemingly sinks. I'm all for the ghost of Christmas past, but that would mean this family is home to a Scrooge. And I don't want to jump to any conclusions there. Nevertheless, this footage has certainly grabbed my attention, but it seems for now we won't have any concrete answers. Number 19. Ghost Children. While investigating the haunted Farrar School, YouTuber Ian of Midwest Ghost Hunter is immediately put on edge.
Is anyone in here? There is definitely an eerie vibe in here.
Shortly after entering, he hears running.
Is anyone in here? That sounded like running.
Is it a ghost? Or did someone have the same idea as he did to explore? You'll soon see, as things only get worse from here.
Holy... I just felt an ice-cold breeze dart past me. As if a child.
He moves on to a classroom where he hears this.
Could you call out your name?
Entering the hallway, he hears the boy again.
Could you yell out again?
He enters the bathroom and hears the voice once more.
I heard it clear as day in here.
Ian is definitely not alone in this haunted school, but the child ghost seems shy to me, and I don't think it will be revealing itself in full. So the mystery continues. Number 18, Psychopath's House. According to legend, this house was the site of a number of horrific atrocities committed by one man. YouTube crew Memoria Sobrenatural Inc. teams up with Chamos to visit what they call the Psychopath's House. They get the chills as they tour the place.
O Ija simplesmente foi arrastado pro lado com mesa e tudo. Em
cima dessa cadeira aí.
Não.
Foi uma mesinha, não é?
Uma mesinha, cadê a mesinha?
Pois é.
Ah, tá lá dentro a mesinha, Jefinho.
In this creepy room, a curtain flutters though there is no wind, and then this happens.
Oxi.
Opa. Dá uma olhada nisso, ó. Opa. Minha nossa. Cara, você pegou, André? Você pegou, cara?
In the living room, they also capture what looks like the half shadow of a figure cast against the television stand. Is this the spirit of one of the psychopath's victims? I think it could be. Then again, it could be the psychopath himself. Number 17, Wilderness Wonder. In order to find the mythical beings known as fairies, YouTuber Erwin Saunders sets out into the magical wilderness of the UK, and he always manages to catch them at work.
So why he's collecting these little yellow things, because they're everywhere. And he's made quite an effort to come all the way over here.
In the deeper forest, Erwin has his sandwich taken.
Ah, he's got my... Look. Right, look at this. Hold on. My sandwich. Very, very tempted to go and get that from him.
The wilderness folk are many species, and they're almost camouflaged, so only those looking closely can access the magic.
Well, I call them wilderness folk, but it's really just, folk that can be found in locations over the United Kingdom.
It's my belief that Erwin is the only one who sees them all, because he's magic himself. Number 16, Haunted Mansion. Yet another haunted mansion appears on this list, this one explored by YouTube team Ghost Theory. Once owned by a since deceased poet, the mansion holds some mystical energy.
If there are any spirits that can hear us, we just want to make contact.
Why can I hear rustling in there?
Nothing makes its presence known, but they do hear something unsettling. Just as they start to think there's nothing happening here, this happens.
See there.
After almost having a heart attack, the guys get another scare. I don't know about you, but that took the wind out of me. If this place isn't haunted, then nowhere is. Number 15, 30-minute challenge. Imagine being locked up alone for 30 minutes in a dark and creepy warehouse. YouTuber Chris from C's Crazy Crossroads completed the 30-minute alone challenge, and it was 30 minutes of pure fear. In the darkness, he hears metal on metal.
Sounded like metal.
Shortly after, he hears it again. He walks around in the darkness but doesn't find the source of the sound.
There it is again. Same sound.
Then he sees this.
Yo, did you hear that? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Is it just wind? A draft, perhaps? Or is something paranormal going down in this warehouse? As the building appears to be completely enclosed and the metal clanking is unaccounted for, I'm thinking it has to be paranormal. Number 14, Masonic Temple. The Freemasons were a secret society, some might say a cult. YouTube team The New Reality Paranormal visits the Masonic Temple to uncover the secrets within. Using a Kinect app, they see a figure in the doorway.
Alright, guys, so you're starting mapping a figure, right, bro?
Yes, and it's in the doorway.
It's legit in the doorway.
Can you come in? Can you raise your hand? Let me know that you understand what I'm saying to you.
As they start to leave the room, a rock is thrown, as though the spirit wants them to return.
Dude.
Another rock.
That was right by the chair, bro. It was right by the chair.
Oh, something popped up.
The figure they see appears to be lying on the ground.
And it's a blob. It's on the ground.
I just said I felt something tap the floor.
It's laying on the ground, dude.
Oh my.
It's right off to your left. On the ground, dude. Oh, it's gone.
A moment later, they hear movement.
Did you hear that movement?
It sounded like footsteps. I feel like something's in here, though.
At this point, I don't think I'd trust this spirit. It seems to be playing games with them. Now you see me, now you don't. Number 13, security camera footage. When you have enough unexplained events on your security camera footage to create a compilation, you know you have a true poltergeist on your hands. YouTube team Blue Line Paranormal shares the mysterious goings on in their home. One capture occurs in the bedroom. On a later date, another door opens. That same door closes on its own. Another camera captures this creepy shadow person drifting past in the dining room. While further investigation would be most necessary, I believe that shadow person is behind the earlier activity. What do you think is going on here? Number 12, S's video. A videographer named S captures some creepy footage for YouTube channel Fourth Wall. He enters this famous house where an old man was said to live alone, and the silence here is unnerving. Locals say they can sometimes hear children playing in the house. Here's one now. As he tours the place, there continues to be unknown noises. He enters this creepy room and is again met with a bang. For a long time, he can't get out, but after trying the handle again and again, at last he frees himself. The video ends shortly after, as S flees as fast as he can. Something dark haunts this place, and if the stories are true, I believe the sound of children is to lure people in. If you like scary videos like this, you can find more on YouTube channel Fourth Wall, which provides English subtitles for all of their videos. Number 11, throwing chairs. This poltergeist is an attention seeker. YouTuber NM Ghost Hunter shares this footage of their resident poltergeist growing a bit volatile. Watch out the back window. That chair wasn't blown by the wind. If you ask me, it was picked up high into the air and tossed aside at the hands of an angry poltergeist. Number 10, the fear. What does fear look like? YouTube channel Paranoiacs is crippled with fear in this haunted place. And heck, I would be too.
Camda
Tam camda bir şey vardı.
At first, we don't know what he saw in the darkness, but then it appears again where we least expect it. I guess they truly had something to fear, and that was fear itself. Number 9, Duende. Do you believe in Duende? YouTuber That Is Impossible Clips shares this capture of what some are saying is a real-life duende. The original source of this footage appears to be unknown, but was apparently filmed in Mexico. Take a look. The creature is watching them curiously at a distance, unmoving, until the end. While many in the comments do believe this is a supernatural creature, some aren't thinking duende. So could this be a gorilla, gnome, or duende? My senses are saying duende, but I could be under its spell. Number 8, demon in the apartment. If you have a demon in your apartment, call YouTuber Kolya of Seeker of Ghosts. In this scary video, he experiences the duress that this poor resident has been living under every single day.
Ты можешь мне сказать, тебя сюда вызывали?
After flashing the lights and vowing revenge, the demon takes it to the next level. As he interrogates further, the demon gets angrier. The evil energy is moving objects all over the room. Things are getting to be a bit much for Kolya, and I don't blame him. The demon is one of the most aggressive I've ever seen.
Ничего ты здесь.
And the more Kolya presses for answers, the more volatile it gets.
Ты можешь сказать, для чего тебя сюда вызвали? Какой делали обряд?
I think it's time to call this investigation off. This is the demon's home until the end of time, so I think it's best to move. Number 7, backyard creature. If you're unsure of what's lurking in your backyard, post it on TikTok, because the TikTok community will have plenty of answers for you. TikToker Clax Attacks did just that when he found this creature watching him in the darkness.
I don't know if you can see this. This is really weird. Domino, what is that?
A shadowy creature runs off into the darkness, never to be seen or heard from again, and TikTokers everywhere are wondering what it is.
What the hell is that? Hey!
Some have theories.
Hey!
Others are saying they downloaded the video and upped the brightness, and they saw it shapeshift. Let's try it.
What is that? Hey!
Guess that answers it for us. I vote shapeshifter. And I also think that it seems to be stalking this TikToker. Number 6, upstairs. The basement always gets a bad rap, but don't forget the attic. TikToker Chilled and Disturbed shares this re-uploaded video of a mother returning home with her daughter when they notice something in the upper window. What did they see?
Alright, flash it up there. Oh?
They look again, and this time, I see it too.
Let's see if it'll do it again. Alright, put it up. Alright. Oh.
Notice that when the light isn't shining on the window, the blinds move on their own. Yet no one appears to be standing behind the blinds. Some in the comments think this is it for the residents. I agree with both of these theories. It's either a squatter or an entity, and either way, there'd be no setting foot in this house until I find out which. Number 5, Soul in Paradise. What would your final request be from the afterlife? YouTube team Toppy speaks to Yuri Shatanov's soul and receives his last request in paradise.
Скажите, где вы сейчас находитесь?
The team finds out that spirits sometimes don't know that they've passed away.
Вы поняли, что вы покинули мир живых?
They ask if he felt the mishandling of his grave.
Вашу могилу осквернили. Это как-то повлияло на вас в том мире?
and they find he blames no one for his passing.
Кто-нибудь виновен в вашем уходе из жизни?
In the end, Yuri gives his final request.
У вас остались незаконченные дела в мире живых?
And in some train of thought, he offers this to his loved ones.
Вы хотели бы что-то передать своим близким и поклонникам?
Whether you believe in this type of communication with the beyond or not, Yuri's intelligent answers will leave you questioning things. I, for one, think there's something to this. Number 4, Spirit in the Basement. This spirit is eager to communicate with the YouTube team Get Spooky Society. While in the basement of this haunted place, 2 of the communication flashlights turn on.
2 flashlights, 2 flashlights. Thank you.
Then the REM pod is triggered, as well as a cat ball off screen.
What's that?
Cat ball.
And the REM pod.
This high activity leaves me wondering what the spirits are trying to tell us. Whatever that message is, after experiencing this, I would be too scared to ever return here. Number 3, unknown number. Have you ever received a call from the beyond? Redditor Skull Gaming Y writes that they received a voice message with the transcription, "I love you." Upon listening to the voicemail, they heard their Ring doorbell sound followed by their Alexa informing them that someone was at the front gate. Listen closely. As this voicemail came from an unknown number, the Redditor is wondering what's going on here. Many in the comments are perplexed that they can't recognize the words "I love you," but somehow it was transcribed that way. No one in the comments has a very precise explanation, which is why my vote goes to deceased friend leaving a final message. Number 2, evil spirit. Could you handle yourself if you were sat across from an individual who repeatedly took people's lives? YouTuber Tommy Among the Tombstones shares this footage of their paranormal encounter with one of the evil ones. They ask the evil spirit questions, and over a recording device, they get a response.
What was that?
The spirit seems to agree with their commentary.
Whoa!
Whoa is right. I think they should take a moment to rethink their communication with this life taker. If they continue, who knows what sort of Pandora's box of evil they'll be opening up. I've got a challenge for you. Since you've made it this far, why not like this video and hit subscribe in the next 5 seconds? Because I upload 4 new scary videos every week. If you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT and tap that follow button to find out. Number 1, Dogman. It's a full moon, werewolves are on the prowl, and they're stalking you. YouTube channel Cryptid Encounters shares this re-uploaded footage of what they believe is a werewolf or dogman. All you can see is its glowing eyes. It also appears to have 2 pointy ears, but a human body. Before it turns to leave, you can hear an unnerving growl. Like many in the comments, that low growl made my skin crawl. The fact that this creature is out there is leaving viewers like myself feeling unsafe.